Here we go. Full screen on. Done. Back to game. So here we are in front of the courthouse again. This is the revamped Minecraft video because we didn't want to leave any good stuff out for our viewers. Some of the good stuff in this project. So this is our Maycomb Minecraft project. Beautiful little sign there. That's Jack, who's invisible right now. Oh, Jack. Okay. There he is. There's the man. So we'll start off with the courthouse. Here is the courthouse. Since the last episode, you might notice that some trees are having to grow, some grass and flowers, but everything around the premises. Oh boy, it's a forest back here. Everything around the premises has stayed the same. Somebody. Okay. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look inside the courthouse. This is where Mr. Finch, Atticus, would have been defending Mr. Tom Robinson. In the spectators area here, we have white only signs marking or indicating where the white folk of Maycomb County would sit. It's basically this entire area with the kind of front row seats. And of course, we have a sign here. I think we might have missed this last time. Colored up. This means that the colored people will stay up here in this sort of black box, if you would say, or you could say. So this is the black box, and this is the color or the white area. This is where the prosecution would stand, and this is where the defendant's attorney would stand. This is the witness stand for the defense, witness stand for the prosecution, and this is Judge Taylor's stand, where he bangs his gavel and makes so much noise. Over here we have our jury box. Looks like a couple of our juries might be hanging out in this other back room here, trying to decide on a verdict for the Tom Robinson case. Alright. So we'll move this way. Oh, keep rising. There we go. So that's pretty much it for our courthouse. Some beautiful big windows there. Really an architectural marvel. So this is the courthouse. I guess we'll move on to the next closest building, which is our news area. Oh boy, the news area. There we go. Problems with the doors again. So here are our news staff. Yes, they tend to look at me when I come up to the window. There he is. Chests where they would hold the paper for the news, and the completed newspapers, and chairs for clientele interviewees, and a desk for where people would be writing news stories, gossip, Montgomery, latest from Montgomery and whatnot. This is our bank. As you can see, we got people who are willing to trade in exchange for our currency, which is up on the wall here. These are various currencies. Goodness, it's lagging again. These are various currencies of our area. We'll go back out here. As you can see, very nice. Little bank, iron bars, and the like. So if we can stop lagging, let's go this way. We're gonna go see the jailhouse right now, which you might have seen on our way previously. Some very cool terraform over there. Some cool land formations in Minecraft. Here we go. This is our jail. Oh boy. There we go. Oh boy. I will not break down doors this time. No. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. This is our jail. We have a disappointed villager there. Disappointed. We have another villager who's pacing around his cell. Of course, this is a representation of Boo Radley. Oh, hello, Boo. What's up, buddy? What's up? Yep. He's currently out of his cell. He shows up periodically throughout Maycomb, so keep an eye out for him. Hello, Jack. He's over there in his gold, rocking his. That's it. I'm gonna break it down, and now we'll go off into Cecil Jacobs' home. Once again, leaving no stone unturned. These are lamps for street lamps for Maycomb. Here we have Cecil Jacobs' house. That's it on the sign here. Cecil Jacobs' house. There we go. So he's got a nice little front porch. You walk in. Got a nice sitting area over here. Another sitting area over here. Some more sitting areas. Goodness, it's lagging. Okay, so we'll just climb up these stairs, and this is his sort of sitting area. Another sitting. So many sitting areas for Cecil. Oh boy, look at that lag. That's just so sad. Okay, so we'll hopefully go into the. Oh boy, we just knocked that door. This is his room. There's 2 beds in this room and 1 bed in this room. So it's a 2-bed, no bath. I knocked down another door. I'm gonna have to fix that later on. So before we knock down any more doors, we're gonna head out of Cecil Jacobs' house, and darn it, we're gonna continue back down the Maycomb County streets. So as you can see there's been some tree growing here. Saplings must have landed and sprouted. So these are just miscellaneous homes. More important sites to see are the ones at the end of the street. Here we have Mr. Avery's home. As you all know, Mr. Avery urinated from this point here on the porch into this little pool here, as seen by Gem and Scout and Dill. That's where he urinated. Over, it's his house over here, so we'll just go into Miss Dubose's house here. Miss Dubose, you know, she loves her camellias, I believe. Her flowers, so she has these beautiful little flowery things decorating her door. She's passed away, unfortunately. Miss Dubose. Oh, the antagonist, one of the antagonists in the story, turned into one of the antagonists who has turned to be one deserving of empathy. Of course, this is one of her books, Southern Dixie, and a flower, because she loves her flowers. There's her empty bed there. We're gonna miss Mrs. Dubose dearly. So close the door to her house there. Walk down the front steps. Here we go. This over here, remnants of Miss Maudie's house. Sadly, it burnt down in a fire. Over here we have Miss Rachel's house. She's got nice little flowers on her front step there. Oh, try to not walk into the fire there, Jonathan. So we have Miss Stephanie Crawford's house. Across the street from none other than Atticus Finch and Gem's house. You might see me skipping around from house to house. It's just because there's not much to see in there, as opposed to some of the more major areas. So this is Atticus Finch's house. They have some porch decor. Oh, goodness. What are you doing? So this is the first room. So we have welcome home, and over here is the living room. Over here would be the dining room, and over here is the library. So we'll head into the library first. That was Jack, by the way. So here's our library, lots and lots and lots and lots of books for Atticus. What was that? Oh, the chair over there. Over here we have the living room, just a couple chairs and some lighting. Oh, no, not another door. Okay, so here we have the dining room, as indicated by the sign previously. Over here is to the upstairs, so we'll climb this upstairs. We have Aunt Alexandra's bedroom. Really, nice bedroom there. Goodness, there's so much lag. Excuse my lag. We'll get to that very soon. Jack would stop opening the chest and making lots of noise in my headphones. So this is Jem's room. That was Aunt Alexandra's room. So this is Jem's room. He has a little bed there. The chest. His chest has some clocks, some cobwebs, and gold ingots, 2 gold ingots representing the 2 Indian pennies, the clock that he got from the knothole in the tree, and the yarn from the knothole as well. So this is Scout's room. Of course, Scout has a bed and some of Dill's letters. Of course, it's sun setting. Quite a nice view from this room. Okay, so we'll head out of... Oh, I think there's actually one more room here. Atticus Finch's room, if I can find it. Oh, alright, here's Atticus Finch's room. And this is the chest. And his room, his little chest here. As you can see, he's got the newspaper. Daily paper. Several days. Looks like he does a lot of reading up here in his room. Proof. This is Atticus's room. There's a label right there. Atticus room. Or room Atticus. Room de la Atticus. So, down here we have the screened-in back porch. Oh, that's the door, exit door for the back porch. 2 beds for Jem and Scout. Scout and Jem, the 2 brothers and sisters. So we'll head out through the open doors, apparently. Through to the Radley place. So here's our Radley place. I had a lot to show you. There's blood on the floor, and supposed crime Boo Radley committed, and shears representing scissors in his chest. Of course, that's Mr. Boo Radley. All white, mossy, red-eyed. Oh, hello, Mr. Boo. Mr. Arthur. Excuse me. Didn't know where that came from. Oh boy, he's coming to the window, right. Over here is their yard, decked out in a menacing sand, soul sand. So we'll go down here. I'll show you the knot hole. Here it is, the knot hole. As it says right there, the knot hole. So this is the knot hole where Jem and Scout find their treasures, such as the clock and pennies that we saw earlier. Over here we have the giant dump, where Maycomb County dumps their trash, and right next to it, of course, is the evil residence. It looks like it's a bit of malfunctioning here. If you go in, we can see that there are millions of children, just over-representation, but there are lots of children in Mr. Evil's home, abode, as indicated by the signs. Over here, it looks like we have, what is the ye olde schifferobe, potato. This is what Tom supposedly had chopped, but as you can see, it's still there. So the crime appears a little illegitimate. Oh, daytime. Perfect. Oh, mobs burning everywhere. So this is a back view of the Evil's house. We carved this entire place out of what this is, essentially mountains. Oh yeah. We have our little area over here that I might have forgotten to cover earlier. Road, It's like a chicken fell down here. Some chicken meat. Some feathers. Turkey. Happy Thanksgiving. So down here we have a little tribute to the deceased. This is, of course, the graveyard for Miss Dubose, whose house we visited earlier. Bob Ewell, who passed away when he took a knife to his side. According to Mr. Hectate, he fell down on himself. Others say he might have been murdered. Here lies Tom Robinson, shot in prison. Unfortunate, innocent, unnecessary death. Another unnecessary death, Tim Johnson. Every dog has its day. It's a really touching little graveyard here in the middle of the snow, on the lake, overlooking beautiful scenery. Right. So now we'll just head up into the sky for a final overview of Maycomb County. If we can get up into the sky, that is, if we don't lag. Goodness. Alright, there we go. We're up. So, we've addressed the essential question of perspective in our Maycomb County creation. I mean, what we realized was that Maycomb County is pretty large, but to a Gem and Scout's perspective, it must be a pretty small town. For us, we found that there were so many houses developed and businesses and things that we needed to replicate. But to Gem and Scout, it might seem like, these are everyday things. It's their everyday life, which is quite true for Maycomb. It's a small town. You live here for all your life, and eventually you find out everything about everyone. So that's what we discovered, basically. We've tried to grow familiar and come to an understanding of how it would be like for Gem and Scout to live here. But that's basically our town. This is our town. Ah, yes. One final flyover, all of Maycomb, and all its grandeur and glory and trash. There's Jack, and this is Jonathan. Thank you very much for coming to see our literal perspective of Maycomb County and how Scout and Gem have been able to reside in such a safe area. Thank you.